John is a tall 42-year-old African-American man with glasses, short hair, and a neat beard. His one-story red brick house has a small porch with white wrought iron trim. The living room is bedecked with arts and crafts and an array of black figurines, including a praying slave child. On the walls are family photos that date back to the 1900s and a Japanese mask symbolizing pride. An article from an 1839 issue of The Corrector about the Amistad freeing of enslaved Africans is framed on a wax-printed fabric with cowrie shell accents. John directs a film shoot at the house, and Perry, a brown-skinned man with a full beard and a knit cap, films a middle-aged African-American man with a single pencil mustache, wearing a sharp suit and black cowboy hat. The man is joined by several white actors dressed as police officers, and a middle-aged white actor in a tiger-striped cowboy hat. White text on a black screen.
Disabled filmmakers are being failed by an industry unwilling or unable to change. Gosling Jew, 2021. On systematic disability discrimination within the film industry. Disability Arts Online. Disabled creatives face significant barriers in the film industry. From inaccessible networking events to limited funding opportunities, the industry fails to provide equitable access to jobs behind and in front of the camera. In this episode, we explore the life of a neurodivergent man with a late diagnosis, who is currently working on creating a feature film through his own production company alongside the support of his team. This is John's story.
A low metal fence at John's house. A welcome to our home sign hangs on the porch trim.
My name is John Sales. I'm from Denver, Colorado, 42 years old. I was exposed to the arts at an early age. My parents were a big part of that. When I was in elementary school, did mainly school plays, and then in middle school we did Shakespeare. Then I think after I graduated high school and went to college, saw that there was a discovery behind the scenes of a play, and then segued myself into film.
Shelves packed with DVDs, theater posters on the wall.
I came up with Edwin Entertainment because that was the name of my uncle, Edwin Lee Wyman.
John's uncle Edwin.
He was a hairdresser. He loved to make everybody laugh. And those short times together were great.
He heads out the front door.
But during that time when I got to know him, there was this epidemic of the 80s, and he fell victim to that.
John in the passenger seat as they drive past homes with big lawns.
So Edwin Entertainment is my way of honoring him.
He walks a downtown sidewalk, then a film slate with Scene 9 written in marker.
My current project is called The Great Detectives.
Video lights in his living room.
A movie that takes place in 1990, and there's this old school detective in his late 50s.
The actor peruses his script.
He mentors somebody who is 20-something years old. So it's like a culture clash between country western and gangster rap.
A dog sits near actors in police uniforms.
I started writing that script in 2005 when I had my previous partner move to LA. I was kind of down a little bit, and then teaming up with Perry B. Anthony and everything opened the doors. We've been having monthly mixers and getting this film done. Since then, we've had also not just filmmakers approach us, theater people too.
John speaks to a group inside.
That's why we have these mixers, because it's necessary to collaborate.
Video gear in the garage.
At least we're getting things done bit by bit. Just come and help support the arts. Support not just film and theater, but any art, like poetry or novelists. The more we support, the more we have local entrepreneurs.
They film indoors and out.
I want to thank everybody. It's a love for continuing with my art. I do believe that my family inspired me to do great things in life.
His parents' wedding photos adorn the walls in a corner of the living room.
I'm proud of myself.
John gives an exuberant smile to the camera, fade to black.
John's work is an example of what's possible when disabled creatives are given the support they need. But it shouldn't have to be an exception. As a neurodivergent individual, John has navigated an industry that often doesn't consider accessibility, and yet he continues to push forward with his own production company. This isn't just about self-determination, but creating systematic change, ensuring disabled filmmakers and crew can work without facing the hurdles that have long been imposed on them, making sure the film industry adapts to include disabled professionals in meaningful ways, not just as a token gesture, but as an integral part of the creative process. Want to learn more about John's production company? Head over to www.beamplus.org/learn-more.
Credits: John Story, BEAM+STORIES, Season 2. Director, Alex Guardia. Producer, Bridget Heddens. Mentee, Brittany Murdoch. Lead editor, Robert Acuna. Additional editing support, Alex Guardia. Camera work, Alex Guardia and Brittany Murdoch. Appearance and voiceover, John Sayles. Additional appearance from Perry B. Anthony and Edwin Entertainment cast and crew. Intro and outro voiceover, Robert Acuna. Audio description, Social Audio Description Collective. Writer, Cheryl Green. Blind script editor, Robert Kingett. Narrator, Thomas Reed. Additional media content from John Sayles. Music, Authenticity by Caleb Etheridge. Treehouse by NC. Soft Road by OK. And Lifelines by Nobu. A Beam Plus production. Special thank you to Arts and Society.